Welcome to our Monday live. A little bit earlier today, but we have a lot to talk about. Crazy weekend with the H-1B $100,000 rule, the gold card. People being not able to travel coming into the country. So we'll talk about all this. I was gonna do a live yesterday, but I wanted to get some more information. So we have all the data to share with you guys, and I think we have it today. So we'll be able to talk about what that proclamation means. Um, what can you do if you have the H-1B visa? What's the future of this visa, and why did this? Why did they do this rule on the day when they did it? So a lot of questions are, surfacing. People are stressed out. We had a lot of, it was a busy weekend with calling clients, worried about coming into the country. People had to return very fast to, you know, so we'll talk about all this, what is happening, bring the questions as you always do. Join the live. Welcome here on TikTok. Welcome here on Instagram, and we will put our contact form as well for the guys on TikTok that want to send questions to me. So use the form that I just put on the screen. You can send questions and book your consultations, and keep tapping the screen as well. Um, those of you that are here on YouTube, let me know where you're from, guys. And hi Sipi, hi Bilal, and yeah, perfect. And yeah, just use the form that is here, and you can use that and bring your question. I know many of you have a lot of questions about this, but just as a recap as to what happened over the weekend, and I will share my screen. If you're watching this on YouTube and Facebook, you'll see my screen right now. But basically, what I'm showing on the screen on YouTube is the proclamation that restricting certain non-immigrant workers. This is something that they issued on September 19, which was the weekend. And basically, what they were saying in this proclamation is that anyone that was going to apply for an H-1B visa had an H-1B visa. They, if for them to come back to the United States, they had to pay $100,000 fee. If they're applying for new visas, they had to pay $100,000 fee. There was a major confusion over the weekend because we sent urgent emails to our clients to come back to the United States, and as you can see, this proclamation starts with them giving this blab about how it's being abused, how companies are hiring these people. Meta and Apple, they're getting 4,000 H-1Bs a year, but then they have layoffs of more than 15,000 a year. And I get it. The H-1B is not a perfect program, but it's not designed to replace U.S. workers. That was never the purpose of this program. It's designed to enhance existing talent. It's designed to bring talent that we don't have in the United States. And this proclamation is completely BS. I mean, it was so badly written because it was so confusing. And so what happened is that on Friday night, I was bombarded with emails and phone calls and text messages from clients, from HR, professionals at the company saying, well, what do we do with our workers? Do they have to come back now? Because we only have 24 hours for people to come back to the United States. And it was very stressful, right? Because I thought so as well. I thought that, anybody who's out of the country, if they're going to be coming back after midnight on the 1st of September, they won't let them in unless they pay the $100,000 fee. And then maybe after um, maybe after 10 hours, then they came with clarification saying that it's only for new H-1Bs. So if you have if you're going to file a new H-1B after March of 2026, then this is not going to apply for you, and it's not going to apply for renewals. It's only going to be applying for fresh H-1Bs. I know questions here about renewals. It's only for fresh H-1Bs, and it's only one-time fee. Originally, when we read the proclamation, it seems like we had to pay the fee every single year, but no, it is a one-time fee, and you don't have to worry about paying it every single year. But again, irrespective of that, it still is concerning because, what about people who are going to be applying for H-1B next year, right? What about guys that are applying for, people that are thinking about getting this H-1B visa next year? How can you convince an employer to pay $100,000 to sponsor you, right? I mean, so things like that we are trying to work with our clients, find alternative visas. At the same time, around the weekend, we had the announcement for the gold card. And for those of you guys that were following the whole gold card thing, originally it was supposed to be a $5 million investment. And then in the last memo that was just released over the weekend, they reduced it to $1 million if you were paying as an individual. And if a company is paying on your behalf, then it's $2 million. But I was like, well, how are they going to do it? Are they going to create a new visa type? So what they did, they essentially said, we're going to use the EB1A and NIW self-petition to expand those categories and add the $1 million investment in there, and use that as a way to for people to get green cards, right? And so that's basically what we're waiting for. It's going to take 90 days for this regulation to come into reality. But what I think is going to happen is that in 90 days from now, we'll have a new way for people to get their EB1s or NIWs by investing $1 million, even if they don't have the skills. SP says, I'm still waiting for guidance. I saw someone that 212 only applies to H-1B entry and not change of status. Correct. Yes, exactly. So it's not going to apply for change of status. It's only for, this is the travel ban will be applied for new H-1Bs only, not for existing H-1Bs. So if you already have an H-1B, that does not applicable to you. Lookman says, is the $100,000 refundable? It's not refundable. That's the thing. You're going to pay $100,000, and now you have this for the duration of the H-1B of that one employee. If you want to hire somebody else, that's going to be another $100,000. Okay, so let me send the link. I'm sorry, I forgot to send the link. If you want to join me on the live, you can. I'll post it right here. There we go. That's the link to join the live. And if you want to join on TikTok, just line up at the bottom and request to join the live, and I will add you on the video. And if you are interested in booking a consultation with me, watching this on TikTok, use the form that is pinned at the bottom, or send me a text. My number is in the bio. Our lines are open to receive text messages from you right now during the live. So you should do that. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm just posting the number here because people are asking how to get in touch. So if you want to book with me a consultation about the craziness or anything else, you can send me a text. My number is in the bio. Guys, keep tapping the screen so more people can join, and please share the live with more people that are watching. This is, I'm asking you guys on TikTok to do that. That will help. That will be very helpful. Just share the live and yeah, perfect. Keep tapping the screen. And let's see. Let's set up a new goal here for us. There we go. And you can let's get those hearts in there. All right, let's see. Rafiq is here on the live. Let's get Rafiq. Hey, Rafiq, how are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Pretty good. Where are you from, and what is your question?
I'm from Bangladesh. So currently now I'm in the United States. So I want to give a bit of summary. So I'm doing my PhD. I'm in my F1 status, as we call it. So I'm starting my third year of PhD.
Okay.
So the issue is, I my wife is a green card holder.
Okay.
So I plan to start applying for the immigration benefits I-130 and I-485 as well. I got
Okay.
married to her last year at some point in February.
Okay.
So one important thing is, I know that this I can file for EAD and advanced parole as well for while I apply for the I-485 application. As a matter of fact, I did come to your live once, and you suggested me that I can do that. Thanks for that. So with the EAD and I-485 application, my question to you is, if I use my advanced parole to visit my country and come back again, I heard that my F1 status gets terminated.
Mhm.
So can I
Yeah,
still keep on
because you're
working?
going to be choosing. The reason why is once you choose advanced parole, that's going to be your status moving forward. You can go back to the F1, right?
Okay.
So
Yes,
that's why.
yes.
But did you check that your priority date is current so you can file for the green card? Because
Uh,
if you haven't
Yeah,
filed
I
it
mean,
yet,
it's
it's not
it's
going to
not
be
current
eligible.
yet. I haven't decided to file on it, but at some point I will file. And it's very important that I might need to go to my country at some point next year. So, but what is your suggestion? Like, if I come back, can I keep on still continuing my PhD even though my F1 is like terminated?
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to, as long as you talk to the school and they agree to whatever status you're going to be on, then you should be fine. Nobody says you have to have F1 to continue the PhD. It's really up to the school to how they classify it.
Okay, so it's school dependent more like.
Yeah, yeah. You're going to have legal status. So they don't care. They just have to classify you accordingly in your school.
All right, so yeah, that was my question. I was really confused about this. So yeah, thanks for that.
Right. Perfect.
All right, so thank you.
Thanks, Rafiq, of course. Um, so let me see here. We have Navi here. So if guys, if you want to join, thanks a lot. Appreciate it for the hearts. If you want to join the live, just join it here. On TikTok, you can join doing this. Um, what's your name?
Hello.
Yeah, what's your name?
Evening, sir. My name is Navi. We did speak before.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember you, Navi. You were here last week. Okay,
Yes, sir. I'm still kind of waiting. So, once
okay,
my interview schedule, I'm gonna call
okay,
you. So, I'm still working with my congressman. Trying to get this interview.
okay.
So, yeah, it's about been in 10 months. So, my question to you is: any processing time change on Mumbai, or it's still the same around here?
Thanks, Shubak. I haven't heard any changes to the processing times over there, and it's not enough time since we last talked to come up with a change. I don't think it's it changed yet.
Yeah.
I will be able to tell more updates probably as October starts because we're going to see with the new visibility and with the new fiscal year, we're probably going to be able to see some more movement in that respect. I believe.
Do I need a visa bulletin for I'm a US citizen and
No, no, no. You don't need a visible, but the visible tool will tell us if we have backlog in other categories. It's also going to impact interviews for citizens. You know what I mean?
what do you think? There's three people I know, you so fast. One got 6 months,
Yeah.
one got even 3 months, and one got 8 months. I don't understand mine. Like,
Maybe there's just a mistake over there. Like I said, maybe I don't think there's anything wrong with your case, but that's why we need to put some pressure on them to make sure that they will release your file and your case won't be stuck there for so long.
Okay. Should I just keep working with the congressman, or should I do inquiry by
I would I would continue with the congressman until they tell you that they can help you, and after that, if after that, if you cannot that, then we can find another way. You know what I mean?
So how inquiries is like work? Like if I submit inquiry today, I mean, do they respond or they don't?
They
Like,
do. They do respond.
they do.
Yeah, you should try it. Yeah, you should try it. I would, if I were you, I would try it. Don't give up. In cases like this, when you know that you're eligible for an interview, it's putting
Yeah.
pressure on them what makes the difference.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Jacob.
All right. Of course. So anyone that wants to join the live on TikTok, just join me here. Lucy, yes, I can help clients in all 50 states. Like I said, all you have to do is use the number in my bio, send me a text right now from TikTok. And all of you guys here, I posted here the number. Thanks, guys, again. It's good to see clients here on the live that follow us. Use that number right here. Let's see. Peter is here. Hey, Peter, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah. What's the update for me this week?
No, me and my wife was just talking, and we were like, tomorrow will be like 2 weeks, but the I-751 is still being processing.
Uh-huh.
So we were like,
Well, I told you, I think
okay.
I mentioned to you last time, once you pass the 751 interview, the combo interview, I mean, it will be at least a month, if not two, before they'll come back to you. That's just my experience with how they are.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
me and my wife were talking, and she was like, probably they're just going through the 751 first, because
Yeah.
we know we do everything right. So, but I passed what the one, Booby,
You pass
the N400, yeah.
yeah. Well,
But
that's
we
good.
still,
They're
but
probably doing
when we check online, it keep on, like, I keep on checking it. Like, I just want to get this thing done with. So when I check the I-751, that's what it keep on showing me on the when I check online. Like, oh, we already do your interview the 9th of September. We are
okay.
currently processing the I-751. If we need any information, they will contact us.
Yeah.
But for now, they don't need anything. Like, two
Well,
weeks.
it's only been 2 weeks, so I don't think that they'll ask you for anything. No.
Okay. Because I told Booby I'm gonna try to keep on following up. And my wife of a friend, I think she gonna call you tomorrow. I don't know if she call you yet or tomorrow. We gave her your
Information.
information to call you.
I
So
appreciate it.
he will he will tell you Peter gave him the number, and then you
I
will
appreciate
get
it.
her.
Thanks,
All
Peter.
right. All right.
Let's do
Thank
this.
you.
Of
All
course.
right.
Thank you. I mean, it's taking some time for 751s, N400s to process, especially after an interview. Don't expect anything to happen for at least a month or so. Guy is asking what happens to other work petitions as work permits by U.S. companies. You're talking about the delays in Ecuador. I mean, there are delays in that embassy, but I don't think that they are, very unreasonable. We do have some clients there. Bilal says, can that law change by the next president? Well, it's not really a law. What Trump did yesterday on the weekend, it's a proclamation. So those can be changed by a court or by the new administration. Supriya, I have my H-1B. It's my first year. My employer files a green card. Is the extension mandatory filing? Will it be cost 100,000? No. Since you already have an H-1B, you're not going to have to pay again for when you file the extension. I'm on F1 users. Will H-1B fee apply to me? Yes. If you are on F1 and you're going to file after, for the new lottery, then it will apply for you. It's only for future cases. H-1B consular processing. Well, if you already have an H-1B, you're not going to have to pay the 100,000, even if it's consular processing. It's only for new H-1Bs. Advanced parole travel updates. No travel updates. I mean, if you're qualified to travel, you can travel. I need help to find my citizenship. This is Champ. Champ, just use the form that you see here. See the form that I just pinned? I'm going to pin it again. use that form and get in touch with me, or send me a text. Use the number in my bio. Ruth says, I did a removal of conditions for my husband. How long will it take? How often do they do interviews? They all do interviews right now. It will take about 2-3 years, but they all get interviews right now. Very unusual not to get an interview for a 751, at least for now. Let's see. Good evening, Leah from Brooklyn. Good to see you. What about STEM students for this rule? So again, the rule doesn't really necessarily impact students per se. It's not against students. If you have STEM, the good news is that you have 3 years to be able to work. So this rule is going to expire in a year. And so the good news is that if you don't want to go for an H-1B right now, you don't have to do it. You just go stay on your STEM and do that. Is this to punish India? I think so. I think it's done to punish Indians. 75% of H-1B holders are Indians, and it's 100% targeted at Indians. But unfortunately, it's also impacting other people. What about the $1 million green card? How is that going to work? John, the $1 million green card is basically also known as the gold card, right? So the gold card, essentially what is doing in the proclamation for the gold card, and I will try to share, let's see here. If I can share the screen about the gold card, I'll show it to you. But essentially what it is, and you can see here on the screen, I'm sharing the gold card proclamation, and this is on my YouTube. You can see it there. But essentially what it is, if you have $1 million or a company that wants to bring you here is willing to gift $2 million on your behalf, you'll be able to get a self-petition green card under the EB1 or EB2 national interest category, waiver category. Now, this is going to take 90 days. If you look here, it says, EB1 is going to be under the EB1 or EB2 NIW. That's how they're going to be doing this eligibility. And they're going to implement this within 90 days. So by December 19th, we should be able to have this available unless they strike it down through a lawsuit. But what essentially it means is that right now, if you want to get a self-petition, right, you have to be exceptional. You have to have either a Nobel Prize or build a company or, have patents for your name. What this does essentially says, hey, if you have money, then you're exceptional as well. And if you're willing to give us $1 million as a gift, then we'll deem you exceptional under the EB1 or EB2 NIW, which, to me is crazy because we're doing so many EB1s right now for our clients. We're trying to fight these hard requests for evidence. They're questioning everybody's eligibility, saying they're not exceptional enough. And now suddenly you have somebody comes in and he has $1 million and now he's exceptional. And are they going to cancel the traditional EB1 after December 19? We don't know. I mean, they could, right? So I'm just saying that if you are interested in applying for any of the self-petitions, you need to act fast because it is going to be, it's going to be hard, right? So let's see. Put a note here. So just something to keep in mind, right? Those changes that they're doing, those changes are sometimes they're done without too much thought to it, right? Because if you're going to accept money from people for H-1B visas, for a green card, and you're going to cancel the way things are happening right now, it's not fair, right? All right, let's see. Let's take another person here. We've got Ashley here. Once again, keep tapping the screen, guys. share the live, and my number is in the bio for immediate contact today. Shelly, how are you? Hi. Pleasant night to you. Of course. Where are you from? And what is where are you located? Okay, I'm from Jamaica, but I live in the States. Mm-hmm. I'm a Jamaican. Okay. Okay. My brother had filed for VAWA in 2023. He haven't got anything yet. So he has his son with him. He's 16. His son has been here for 2 years with him. There's anything he can do for his son, even though he don't have his green card? So say it again. You were cutting off. I didn't hear what you said. Say it again. Okay. He has his son with him. He has filed VAWA in 2023. So this person has a son. He filed a VAWA. His son was under 21, right? Yeah, but his son was not here at the time when he had filed. Okay. Okay. So he want to know if there is anything he can do for his son. Know that his son is here 2 years. Well, there might be something you can do, but he's gonna have to notify immigration that what is the son's status right now? Is he legal, or how did he he's illegal now because he's been here 2 years now. Okay, so this could be a little bit complicated because when at the time of the filing he wasn't here. No, he wasn't here. Yeah, so there might be something that can be done, but we'll have to look at how the case was filed. So what I want you to do is just send me a message, or tell him to send me a message so we can set up a meeting so we can review the documents, because I need to understand how they filed the VAWA, what exactly they checked, which boxes, because it's important to understand that so we can determine if we can join the kid or not. Okay? Okay. Just tell him to send me a message to book the call, and we can analyze it. So you could send the message now or tomorrow? Yeah, just right now. Do it right now during the live. Okay. Okay? Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, anybody who's watching the live, if you want to get in touch with me, do it during the live. And there are two reasons for it. One reason is that you will have access direct to book a call with me priority, because we want to reward the people who are on the live. And the second thing is that you have also special rates for the consultations from the live. So make sure you take advantage of that by doing it now. So send me a text from the live. Keep tapping the screen on TikTok. Please share the live while we're watching. You can go on your screen at the bottom and share it, and so more people can see it. Let's see here. What's the processing time for H4? It's about 6 months. My doctor at work canceled their flights home. Absolutely. Many of my clients did that. I have an H-1B right now. I'm in America. Is it safe to travel? I have Christmas plans. Yes, it is safe. Alex Jones, you already have an H-1B. So anybody that has an H-1B, it is safe to travel until further notice. Maybe we're going to get a new order tomorrow. But as of today, yeah. Can you apply for a green card from an H-1B self-petition? Yes, of course. That's what I'm telling you. Right now, self-petitions, you can apply for them, guys. EB1s, EB2, they're still available. All is available. Thanks, Hanzurat. Appreciate it. All is available. We don't know what's going to happen after December 19th when the gold card will come into play. Are they going to cancel the EB1? Are they going to cancel the NIW for new applicants only? That's why I tell people, as long as we have those petitions available, why don't you file, right? If you qualify for these things, you got to do it now before December 19th, because we don't know if they're going to cancel the EB1, if they're going to cancel the NIW. That's what I'm saying. Now is the time to try. What happens to students on OPT when they apply for a change of status? Will they be subject to the new? No, they won't be, because it's only for well, for now, we're not sure about change of status. I think change of status are okay, but we'll see. I mean, things can change. What about the gold card? Will it end the EB2 visa? What about cases that are in process? This is for Amna. That's a great question. Again, I don't know if it's going to end the EB1, EB2. I hope not, but I know that we have 3 months until this thing is going to be effective. What I also know is that once you file for your EB1, EB2, even if they cancel it, anybody who filed before they canceled it is going to be good. That's what I'm saying, that if you qualify for this, you should do that. Let's see here. This is from Douglas. Pending H-1B petitions, when going for stamping in the next month, can they face issues? No, not based on the guidance that I've received so far. So, which means that you already have an approval, but you're gonna go for stamping. You should be fine because your H-1B was already claimed. It's only for new H-1B visas that were not claimed yet. I mean, H-1B Indian agencies. That's true that there's a lot of anger about the Indian outsourcing firm, but it doesn't mean that they should be doing this. That doesn't mean that they should be imposing this crazy rule on so many people that are not doing anything bad. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Okay, here. What are your thoughts on traveling with my wife on her 10-year green card locally within the US through airports? There's no issues. There's no issues to travel with a green card internationally or locally. You know, like I said, anybody that has a DUI should not be traveling, whether you have a green card or H-1B or anything like that, you know, because like I said, you know, people that are getting detained, you know, if you had any violation on any of your visas, you shouldn't be going anywhere. Shouldn't be traveling at this point. This is my we've got Salvatore. I'm an Italian citizen, currently living in Argentina. My brother gave me I-130. So basically, you're almost at the end of the process, and you're gonna go to. I would like your opinion. You give me another application number. It doesn't matter, Salvatore. Even if they give you a different application number, as long as you can join the original two cases, you should be fine. There's no issues with that. But it requires you to contact the NVC and let them know about this. I wasn't able, this is from Tima. I wasn't able to bring my husband with my green card. How does that work? Are there any possible ways? So you're saying that you got your green card before you, so essentially you got your green card, but you're not able to join your husband. So this is basically for people that are going through the adjustment of status and they're not, you know, adding their spouses, whether they didn't realize it or they're too late. Now that you have a green card, you're going to have to file for him as a green card holder, which means you guys might have to be separated for a while, which happens a lot. Do F1 students on OPT applying lottery pay the 100,000 if they do change the status? This is unclear yet. I think yes, but I don't have clear answers on that. Nobody has. My understanding is that they probably will have to, because it's going to be based on the H-1B. It's not just the entry itself. It's the fact that you claim the visa number for 2026 and you have to pay the 100,000 as of now, unless you qualify for an exception. Let's talk about that, guys. Nobody's talking about these exceptions that exist. There are exceptions, national interest exceptions. We've done many of them during the previous travel bans. It's the same kind of waivers, right? So if you are working in a national interest, medical, you know, technology, it's going to be a financial burden to the employer if you can't make it. You know, those things we can file and get an exception to the $100,000 payment fee. And I bet you guys that once we do that, once the H-1B season starts, we're going to try to get a lot of these exceptions for our clients. And I think many of them will go through. And here's why I think so. And by the way, this doesn't mean that you cannot apply for the lottery. You can still register for the lottery. And only if you win the lottery, the green card lottery, only then, if you want to apply for the H-1B, that's when you have to pay the $100,000. You can still participate in the lottery, okay? And every year, over 400,000 people submit their applications, but only 65,000 visas get selected, right? So only those 65,000 will be subject to the $100,000 plus 20,000 for the master's cap, right? So I can tell you that if this is the case and people will be selecting the lottery, then we can file those waivers. Because if you're a small employer, if you're showing to the government there's going to be financial hardship, or if you're coming from a medical space, I feel like they're going to be granting those waivers. And this is very similar to what happened during the COVID vaccine, right? Remember that the vaccine was implemented. Everybody had to take a vaccine. If you don't take a vaccine, then your green card will be denied, right? Remember those? Well, we filed a lot of waivers for people that didn't want to take the vaccine. And we had 98% approval rate for those waivers. Almost every single waiver was approved because USCIS also on their side said, you know what, we understand that this vaccine is crazy. And anybody who tried to file for a waiver was getting those waivers. And I feel it will be similar with this $100,000 rule. If you're an Indian outsourcing company, if you're one of those big meta companies and you're hiring all these people, then they'll be forced to pay the fee. But if you're a good, small employer and you're going to try to get the exemption, I bet you the USCIS will give it to you. And I feel that's what's going to happen. And mark my words, we'll do another live at that point and we'll figure it out. How long does it take to approve the H-1B? Can we apply for the green card? The next day. The next day. As long as you have an H-1B, if your employer is willing to do it, you can apply for the green card the next day, or you can apply for a self-petition before you even get an H-1B. Self-petition is up to you, but if the employer is going to do it for you, then it will be the day. On the news, a 30-year-old green card holder returning from India was detained and is still in custody of two months because of a charge of felony from 1992. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is happening today, guys. They have, okay, why is it happening? So imagine you are a green card holder and you are now 25 years in the country. You haven't become a citizen and you had some kind of a misdemeanor or felony 20 years ago, right? All these things are being put into their database, and that database will flag you automatically because they're using AI technology to flag these convictions, right? The reason I know that is because there's no way a human can do that. Like we had a client that had a DUI in 1994. No, 1997. 1997. I remember that because that was after a year after this released their album Morning Glory. Yeah, the year after their major, and I'm just an Oasis fan, so I know. But anyway, 97. Okay, so in 97 he had this DUI. Now he traveled about a month ago, and he was detained at the airport. And there's no way a human could have done it. It's a system that they have. All the database is uploaded. They're using AI to track any conviction, and you essentially get flagged in the system. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you. Don't travel. This is another example of somebody that has problem. Married a year ago, wife was on her dad taxes, so we couldn't apply for my green card. Now we are separated, need a divorce. I came on an ESTA. What should I do? Well, Moshe, happy Shana Tova. Shana Tova, Moshe. Well, you can do a lot of things. You can file a self-petition. I'm going to have to ask you some questions about your case to figure out what you can do. But I can, I have a plan for you. Send me a text, 619-483-4549. Say, this is Moshe. And I'll remember you. All right, Moshe? So please send me a text right now from the live, okay? So we can take care of your case. Thank you, my friend. But we got to take care of it because you don't want to get an NTA. You don't want to get to court. You don't want to be, right now we have a lot of people that filed for their VAWAs and they're being sent to immigration court. Why are they being sent to immigration court? Well, because, once your VAWA is denied, they consider you to be a free game. I got a bunch of questions here on Instagram. Anybody who's watching this on Instagram, you can send me a DM as well. We take DMs on Instagram. If a red flag for salary for part-time engineering, 25,000 to get a TM visa, Meron, no, it's not a red flag. It's a reasonable time. What about you don't have H-1B? If you don't have an H-1B, then you'll be subject to the new fee. Absolutely, because you don't have an H-1B. Can I get a green card who got chance out of status from B2 to F1? No. If you're out of status, you cannot. Do you fight deportation cases also? This is the prince of my kingdom. Absolutely. We now are doing deportation cases too because clients are asking us. So we have a full removal division. If you guys get an NTA, if you get detained, please send me a text as well. Use the number on my screen. Remember this number in case you get detained, so you can text me immediately. Let me pin the form as well so you can request a consultation. Take advantage of these lives, guys. These lives are for you. H-1B goes for stamping. Can I have an issue due to the fee? No, Douglas. You already have an H-1B. No issues. If we have H-1B, H-4 status, but we travel back, do we have issues to pay the 100,000? No. You already have an H-1B. If you have an H-1B, you don't have to worry about it. BQ Music. I married a year ago. Wife was on her dad's taxes, so we couldn't apply for my green card. Now we separated. Oh yeah. That you're the one. I'm sorry. I was reading yours twice. Yeah. Yeah. Send me a message. Send me a DM. BQ Music. Send me a DM. I'll take care of you. How long does it take to receive an approval notice form I-131 pending 45? At least 8 months. Do you also contest the deportation cases? Absolutely. Guys, we have a full removal division. If you got detained, you need to use my number so we can help you. I wasn't doing this before, but we had to expand the firm right now to take deportation cases because so many of our clients are getting notices to appear, and we don't want to rely on anyone else. Can my daughter, who will be 21 years old in April, petition for me? I've been undocumented for 20 years. Who will be 21 years? Yes. If you came legally, yes, absolutely. So if you came legally to the United States and you overstayed and you have a daughter who is a citizen, absolutely. I'm married to an American citizen. I applied for the adjustment of status 45 in May of 2022. I have not received any response. Well, we need to follow up, and if they don't respond to you after 2 years, then we can file a mandamus, guys. That's the whole point. You can sue the government right now. The amount of mandamus we filed to push cases forward has been incredible. The last 3 months, you can file a mandamus to force them to do their job. Okay. This is really a panic. What of F1 STEM OPT students file H-1B lottery? Will they have to pay? Correct. Absolutely. They'll have to pay. If you're going to be applying for new H-1Bs, it's you'll have to pay the fee. Unless you have an exception. 11 Brian, I'm married to a citizen. I applied for adjustment. I've not received a response. Let's file a mandamus. You know what I mean? We don't want to give them any satisfaction of holding your case longer than they should. We file a mandamus. That's all we do. Let's see here. Nandi, will H-1B rule impact F1 student applying next year? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It will. Right? So think about it. You're an F1 student and you're going to be applying for the H-1B next year. Absolutely, it's going to impact you, right? Because you're going to be considered to be a new applicant. So unless we can file an exception, which we will, we're going to try to file these exceptions for all our clients. We've decided that the firm, we're going to be filing exceptions for all our clients, all waivers, and I'm going to try to win as many waivers as I can because there's no fair. It's not fair that you're going to have to pay the fee. I'm going to file a change of status next month. Do you advise me to do advanced parole or stay with my H-1B? Well, like I said, I don't have enough information about your case, Mohammed. I need to know more about your case. I need to know what kind of H-1B do you have? Are you at the end of your term? Are you at the beginning? Is there a chance for you to lose this job? There's so many questions we have to decide. Once we decide if we're going to use advanced parole or H-1B, you can't go back to the H-1B at that point. You know what I mean? So it's a very important decision, which I'm not going to answer on the live without looking at your documents. So schedule a consultation with me. Let's get it resolved. 755 based on pending 45, 6 months. Is it normal? Correct. It's normal. Most of these work permits are pending 8 months. In fact, on my YouTube video that will be released, I think on Thursday, I'm basically giving you guys an interview with an officer from immigration who just left. He was fired a few months ago. and he gave us a lot of inside information about processing times, what's happening in immigration, why a case is getting denied, how are officers looking at cases. He said that they have less people right now. They're overworked, and some of these officers they literally are told to deny cases because now it's all about enforcement. So they don't even have the discretion to do what they used to do before. So unless your case is perfect, like you have to submit perfect cases, they will not spend time on your case and they'll just reject it, which is crazy, right? Um, but I think you should watch this video. It's going to be released on Thursday. You're gonna appreciate it. U.S. citizen, parent, sponsor, adult, unmarried children, priority date 2018. How long for the interviews? I don't know which embassy you're in. Tell me which embassy. Every embassy has a different schedule. All right, let's take a few more people on the video, guys. If you want to join me on the video, you need to request to go live. But guys, if you're watching this on TikTok, please use the form to get in touch or use the number in my bio. Just literally go to my bio and send me a text right now. What's your name and where are you from? What is your question?
Yes, sir. I'm from India, and my name is Hussein.
Okay.
And okay, so I have a U visa approved since last year, and I got also, and then I applied for the advanced role, and they approved my advanced role for 5 year and multiply entries. And so I want to travel to Canada to see my family.
Okay.
So previous I have so I came 2013 in the U.S. the border, but I did not, jump the border, and they took me, and they gave me I-94 and they gave me admission number that time.
Okay.
So my asylum case I never filed, and they closed, and when I got my U visa, and they terminated my case.
Okay. So did they terminate your case or not yet?
Yes, they terminated my case. Yes.
Okay. So
So
you
can I travel?
I mean, again, I need to look at your documents. I need to understand exactly what was terminated. I would say in the general, I wouldn't have you travel because we don't know what the back of the system has on you, right? So if I look at the documents that were terminated, if I look at the history of your case, we can sit together and figure out if it makes sense for you to travel. But I'm telling you right now, and everybody who's watching here, if anybody has any issues in their file and you're thinking about traveling, just be careful because CBP officers are being very, very, how should I say, very,
Aggressive right now. Yes.
well, they're aggressive, but they're also using a lot of power to make things that we don't usually agree on. You know what I mean? So I would need to look at the whole history of the file so we can discuss together if it makes sense.
I don't have any criminal history. So when I filed my
Yeah.
I-79, I never filed. So I never, got in court. So that's why they terminated my case because I got my U visa.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you have advanced parole and you really need to go, then yeah, that's fine. But like I said, I would just leave. I would limit the travel to only if you have to go.
Oh,
Okay. Unless you really have to go, then I would go. But otherwise,
Even
yeah.
I have a consulate interview next month too in Canada for
Okay.
the stamping on my passport.
No, that's different. You have a purpose to go, obviously.
Okay.
But I would just, like I said, be cautious. Don't just leave for a vacation or whatever. If you really need to go, you should go.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir. Of course. I mean, the whole travel issue is very hard to kind of to explain because things that right now are happening and people are getting detained, and it's a very crazy time. Okay. Let's see. We have a lot of questions here about the H-1B. I'll probably do another live this week to expand it more. Citizenship, or could it be done once the current employee gets a green card? From an employee to another, do you think you have to wait 5 years for current employee to get? Well, I mean, you're talking about when they can get a citizenship. Once they have a green card, Okay, once they have a green card, then they can, they wait 5 years and they apply for citizenship. I mean, I think that's your question, right? They just clarified that 2 million. Oh, I see what the question is. They just clarified that $2 million company sponsored gold card is transferable. That is correct. That is correct. Um, um, that's a good question. I see what you mean. So he's saying that when the company pays for an employee, it is transferable, but we don't know if it's transferable once they get a green card or citizenship. I think it's green card, but we'll have to get more into the regulations and understand more about how it actually works. I have a VAWA pending. I get married 2 months ago and I want to apply for marriage green card. You can do that, Tima. Absolutely. Send me a text. I'll help you with that. That's fairly straightforward, but obviously we want to make sure we do it right. What about the source of the funds of the $1 million? How is it going to work? Well, I mean, I think it's going to be the same thing like with the EB-5, right? So you're still going to have to prove the money is legitimate. You still have to prove that it's not cash, that it's not, drug money. It's the same process. When it comes to the company, that is something different that we haven't seen before, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Shelley. And I think it's going to be important to see how they will roll it out. Let's see here. If you're living in the UAE and you're in Nigeria, your visa is F2 category, or you have to go back to your home country. You have to go back to your home country right now. So remember, guys, unless you have residency in Dubai, you have to go back to your home country. This is very clear. Thank you so much, Ellie. I appreciate it. It's very clear from the government that you have to go back to your home country to process the interview. Okay, let's see here. Oh, thanks, my friend. Thank you for your kind words. Do you do habeas petitions? Yes, we do. We have a federal litigation attorney at the firm, and we do habeas through our attorney. Absolutely. What is the procedure for a citizen child fighting for a parent? Right now, inside the U.S., about 10 months. Outside of the U.S., about 2 years. Do you guys do removal cases? Yes, now we do. We do a lot of a lot of our clients like VAWAs, U visas. We're getting NTAs. Also, people that filed for change of status, they got denied, and now they got requests for a notice to appear in court. So we defend all those cases. We have removal attorneys at the firm right now. And if you are worried about getting detained, please get in touch with me. Like I said, this is the reason why you're watching the lives. We're giving you this information every single week. And I want to make sure that we all stay informed. So the number is on the screen. Supray, I'm on H-1B. Shall I ask my employer to file my green card now? Will this gold card affect EB-2? Supriya, I think you should apply for the green card now before December 19th. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to impact how the gold card is going to impact the EB-2, because some people say they might get rid of it or they're going to readjust it, but I don't know. Right now we are providing this information as we learn about it as well, and nobody really knows about it. Everybody's in the same boat. We are learning as we go. So let's see here. Does the VAWA case usually work at the end? If it's a good case, it does work. I'm a U.S. citizen, Alexander. Can we open a motion to terminate deportation? It depends on what state you're in. But we can try that, but the government has to collaborate with us. Send me a text Um, Heart 25 says, stop fear mongering. I don't think I'm fear mongering. I think I'm telling you the way things are. How the officer would know how will, um, oh, that's a good question. How will the officer know to ask the 100 questions for the citizenship or the new 128 questions? Because they're going to be changing the citizenship test very soon. And people want to know, well, how will you know? Well, they'll know because if you file after October 19th, you're going to have the new test. If you file before October 19th, they're going to do the old test, which is only 100 questions. So, therefore, if you're watching this right now, you should be applying for citizenship now. Like you should literally do it now, before October 19th. And you can use the number on the screen to be able to do that. Let's see, Instagram. I had a domestic violence conviction back in 2007 that is expunged. My employer sponsored me. I was arrested in 2009 during an interview. I mean, you might have issues. Those arrests are not going to help you. Hello, Jake. I'm currently in Los Angeles on the DACA. I just got approved. This is from Jamzi. For my U visa, if I get detained from ICE and deported, could I be able to get back in the United States? Ideally, you don't want to be deported, right? It's harder to come back. Would that be a problem when I renew my DACA? This is for Lopez. So don't get detained, don't get deported. It's better to fight your case inside the United States so you don't get deported. And send me a DM, okay? 09 Lopez and Jamzi. Send me a DM so we can discuss your case in more detail. But the idea is that you don't want to get deported. You want to make sure you fight your deportation before, because once you're out of the country, it is going to be hard to defend you. David, my K1 visa for fiance requirements the same for gay people who are in relationship. How long does it take to be approved in El Salvador? Absolutely, it's the same thing. Same-sex marriage is still good. As long as you're a citizen and you file for a fiance, you're good. There's no issue. Let's see who is waiting to join the live. We have, okay. What is your name and what is your question?
Hi, my name is Sylvia. My I-71 application is about to get denied. I had a strong interview with my spouse. Like we went on prepared.
Okay.
We've been married for like 6 years.
Okay.
But the question we were in interview for like 2-3 years, 2-3 hours.
Okay.
And
Which city was that?
Boston.
Oh wow, Boston stuff. Okay.
It was so the interview was just like it was bad.
Yeah. I was in Boston many times. They are very strict officers there.
Oh my God, it was so much like, and I didn't know that because I filed the I-715 2022 was
What
like 3 years ago.
What triggered it? Do you remember? What triggered it?
Age difference, I think.
I see.
It's age difference, and they were asking for they were asking question, and oh my God, it was so bad. And I know based on that they might deny.
So here's what's gonna happen to you. Normally they should send you an intent to deny. They shouldn't deny it right away. And what was the age difference, by the way? How much was it? 30 years?
Uh-huh.
You are 30 years older than him, or he's younger than you?
He is older.
Okay. Okay, so that is obviously one of the reasons it's on their checklist. So what I would suggest for you is you're going to get the intent to deny probably in the next 30 to 45 days. Once you get it, please get in touch with me because you're going to have 30 days to respond. And we should be able to do something during those 3 days. I don't think there's going to be an automatic denial. I think it's going to be an intent to deny, and then you'll have 30 days to respond. That's what I think. Okay? So once you get that notice, please get in touch with me right away.
Okay, because this is like the third time. The first time I went for the 2 year, I was denied, then I reapplied.
Okay.
With all the correction, I got it. Like we've been going there like 3 times together.
Okay. Also, what's going to happen? Also, just so you know, is that they will come to your house probably. Expect a home visit in the next month, so be prepared for that.
Oh, visit?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay. Just so you know, it could happen. I'm just warning you because from Boston they do the home visits, so be aware of that.
They come to the couple's house?
They will come. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying 100%, but there's a good chance they'll come to your house.
You want to come inside and see the living situation or what?
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So just know. And then once you get the notice, send me a text right away.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. You know, as I told you before, the vetting increases. There's a lot of vetting right now. They're checking more people. And, you know, if you have a Stokes interview, they'll come to your house, most likely. Not all work petitions are H1s. I applied for a work permit that's sponsored by US company, and I'm currently waiting for an interview at an Ecuador embassy. No, for sure, for sure. It's not what kind of God, what is your petition? Was it an E visa? And some people are wondering what's going to happen to L visas. Is L visas next? Potentially. I think L visas would be next because there's a lot of abuse in that visa as well. And so they could put a fee to that visa too. I mean, who knows, right? Chin, how much is the ABS? Just send me a message and I'll tell you how much it is. Because we need to ask you questions about your case and we'll determine how much it's going to cost. These are done custom, obviously. What are the steps after perm is approval? I'm on H-1B and I applied for the perm. So when you apply for a green card through the H-1B, there are 3 steps. The first step is the perm, which the case goes through the Labor Department. Step number 2 is the I-140, the immigrant visa with the USCIS. And step number 3 is the adjustment of status. Okay, that's it. Momo, let's see. What was your question, Momo? I can see you. All right, Sunny, ask a question. Let's see what's happening here.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. Thanks for letting me in. So my question.
You have a second hour fee?
Yes.
Okay.
So I got a fee around a year ago. So that was for medical and I-8.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah.
So I got a first RFE. It's asking me medical and I-864, which is the tax things.
Okay.
Right. So we sent that and we waited for a year, almost a year.
Okay.
I-130 is approved.
Okay.
And now they sent me another RFE today.
Okay.
But when I go to in the online portal, it just says that we are sending you a RFE for initial evidence.
Okay.
And it doesn't show me any letter updated in that.
You have to wait. You have to wait 7 days.
All right. So
Yeah.
is this normal? So
Yes.
they're not
Correct.
the
Absolutely.
portal?
If you don't see it there after 7 days, then you should make an inquiry. But I think it's going to come up there tomorrow or the next day. But wait 7 days because you just got it today, and you give it a week, and by week it should be there already.
Is that possible? That will be an interview letter or interview schedule?
Absolutely, there probably will be an interview, but let's see what the RFE says, right? Yeah. So once you get it, if you need help, just send me a text.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Of course. You know, it's nice that we're able to, let you know, guys, what normal, what's not normal. But so, Josh, what is a good number to call to work on your case? To work, the number you call is this number. It's on the screen. I mentioned that you were on the live. Do it during the live right now. And actually, you know what? I forgot to put the banner here. Here's the banner. My bad. Let's see here. Yeah, because usually we have the live now banner, and I forgot to put it today, but it's right here. Thanks God, appreciate it. Okay. All right. Anyway, so this will end our live on YouTube. Usually we're limited to an hour. So guys, anybody who are watching this on YouTube, if you want to get in touch, Facebook, YouTube, please do it right now. Write down the number on the screen right now and send me a text. Book your consultations before the week ends because people are panicking and we need to get everybody in the schedule, right? And be back here next week on Monday live unless something else happens crazy. So we'll do an emergency live during the week, but otherwise every week here on Monday, 5 p.m. clock. All right, guys. See you next week on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.